Well, hello and welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to do a real quick look at an 18-inch chopping axe. Again, I found this on Amazon. Looking for something kind of, again, as a backpacking axe, something that's lightweight, but will still do, I said, decent work. Something I wanted to do. So I was looking at I have some of the Fiskars axes. And Gerber stuff, and I was actually looking at one of the Gerber Freescape, the 17.5 inch. I have the Fiskars 14-inch. Actually, this is the, I know they make another version of it, like the X7 or X14, whatever it is. This is the 7550. At least that's what it says on the back of the sheath. This is the all black one. Again, this is the 14-inch. Axe. Actually, I really do like this hatchet for a carrying hatchet. It's very lightweight. Some people don't like the swing weight of it because all the weight's in the head. I actually like that. But I was kind of curious about the next size up. So I was looking at the Gerber one, and the Gerber one I could find on Amazon for 40 bucks. I came across this other version, or another kind of a, I want to call it a knockoff, or a copy. It's similar construction, if you will. At least it looks like it is. It's Lexivon. Lexivon 18-inch chopping axe. So I'm like, well, okay, 17.5 inch Gerber, 18-inch Lexivon. Has the American flag there. It says it's lifetime warranty. Developed by Lexivon in USA. I did send the manufacturer an email asking them where these axes were actually made. Are they made in China, or were they made? And actually, they came back and said they were made in Taiwan. So I'm like, well, okay. But I thought, hey, check it out, because like I said, the Gerber one was right around $40. I think this was right around $24 or $25. I'm like, well, all right, 25 bucks. We'll check it out, because I'm not even sure if the length is one that I'm gonna like. So it comes in this box, which is nice. Comes in a box. Again, comes in a plastic sheath similar to what the Fiskars and Gerber's stuff comes in. This one actually has a little slide to unlock it, take it off. There's a little safety stop on here I had to cut off so I can slide it down. But that pops off easily enough. Take the little cardboard thing off. This is an LX V18. Says it's well balanced, 1.6 pound blade, made for chopping. Yep, made for chopping, not for splitting. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, so far, looks like a nice unit. The sheath on this one, this has a turn versus a slide, and that pops off. Again, it's a bigger hatchet, bigger axe. Compared to the 14-inch. This is probably not one I would carry backpacking. I do now that I have this one, I actually do like these ones for that size, or this size. I think that's ideal size. It's a little bigger, but the nice thing is, again, you can get two hands on it for swinging. So. I mean, not a bad little unit. The blade shape kind of tapers down on the bottom. This one in particular, minor manufacturing imperfection. There's a little divot here, but again, it's supposed to be forged, so you're going to find imperfections in some of these. Overall, I mean, again, looks like a glass. Fiberglass handle. It's got the rubbery grip. This is kind of rubbery textured. Actually has a good feel. It's a little bit different. You can see this is narrow and oblong, where this one's not quite as long. It's a little more rounded. This one is it's very comfortable in the hand. So. This one, but again, it has higher swing weight. It's not bad. I mean, it's not uncomfortable. But I think I like the ergonomics of the Fiskars just a little bit better. But again, the Lexivon, I mean, again, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just different, if you will, which is fine. You know, the balance point is where. So it's a little bit under, you know, balance point, there we go, is right about there. Weight, I have a scale here. So overall weight of this, like I said, it's a 1.6 pound head, they said. This is going to weigh in at, it says 2.28 pounds. So, you know, 2.25 pounds. You know, again, where this guy, and I know this is not an apples to apples comparison. This guy is 1.4. So, but again, you know, you're talking much, you know, smaller handle, much smaller head, which obviously that's where your weight is. So, like I said, not an apples to apples comparison. But I mean, reality is it's really not a bad looking unit. I haven't used it yet. I just got it. You know, sharpness, it's okay. You know, it's okay. You know, again, could use a little bit of touch up. Not a big deal, but that's no different than any other axe. So we'll see. I'll touch it up a little bit, and then I'll try you know, try chopping with it. But you know, I think it's going to be good. You know, it's a similar shape. You know, top to bottom. I do have the Fiskars. Oh, sorry. This is the X15. This is their 23-inch. This one I picked up more for splitting. You know, chopping and splitting, but this is a nice little, I mean, it's their chopper, but boy, this thing splits nice. Again, and this is for, you know, already splitting campfire rounds, just, you know, making kindling and stuff like that. It really does well. But, you know, again, it still has that same profile. So it has a profile that very much follows, it's very similar to what Fiskars has done, but actually this is a little more aggressive. It has definitely has more taper to it from top to bottom. So it's going to be good to get out and use it. I actually think I will end up trying to get my hands on their, I think it's the V18, which is, they have a 14-inch, so they do have a direct competitor for this unit. And I want to do an actual apples to apples comparison. Again, I know it's not fair because this is kind of in the middle as I go between, you know, my axes here. Like I said, I've had Fiskars, I've used them. I'm not going to complain, they've done well for me. But for the price, you know, these are, like 75% of the price, 70% of the price. Depends on what unit you're looking at. I believe the 14-inch version of this guy, I think, is on Amazon for around $15. Where this unit, I think the one with the actual rubber handle on it, I think is around $24, $25. So, I mean, $10 difference. And for how often you're going to, well, I don't know what kind of user you're going to be, how often you're going to use it, is it worth the price difference? The coating's definitely different. I know, again, the Fiskars units, they come with a very nice smooth, I mean, again, they're very nice and machined, smooth. They're supposed to have a coating that reduces friction. This is, again, it looks like it does have a nice coating on it. I don't know if it's paint or some sort of other coating. I don't believe it says. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that on here. Nor does it say anything on the box. However, initial impressions are, I think it's going to be a good unit. I mean, actually, it's kind of, I think it's going to be handy, especially around the campfire where maybe this guy isn't big enough, but you know, I really don't need to use this thing. So I can see, again, around the campfire trying to break up some you know, smaller logs into smaller logs. You know, this will be a pretty handy little guy to have around. Like I said, so far, it feels pretty good. It's a little different feel. The rubbery texture, when I compare the two, you know, again, this has more of a dimple type texture, where this one's more lines and stripes. They both grip well. So initial impressions are, for the money, you know, it looks really good. Until we get using it, I'm really not going to know for sure. But overall construction, I'm pleased, especially for finding something that has no reviews. There's no reviews on it on Amazon at all. I think after I use it a little bit, I want to do a fair assessment. I may put one on. I'll probably put one on there. So with that, you know, there you go. That's the initial look at a Lexivon 18-inch chopping axe.